Something's been in here. Dug a hole in one of those. Happy Wednesday. Right, can't get to the allotment, and I've not been able to get to the allotment for a good 3 days. We've got major roadworks going on. I've got this yesterday. Country Manor organic compost. A lady just knocked on the door saying that she'd supplied the guy that lived here previously with a lot of it, and she was just seeing if he wanted any more, but obviously he's moved out, we've moved in, so always up for a bargain. £6 a bag. She said there were 50 litres, but there's no actual measurement on the bag. And if I could just show you what it is. It says it's not suitable for seedlings unless mixed with a fine topsoil. It is peat free. It's an organic compost, which it looks like, because it looks like it's got a lot of texture and stuff in that. It doesn't smell. Looks like it holds on to moisture quite well. We got 10 bags to give it a try. For a quick trial, I've got my raddish seedlings. Let me show you. They have got a bit leggy, and I was going to use them for like microgreens, but now this compost's come along, I'm going to use them as a guinea pig crop, and I'm going to go up the garden, find a little space and get these in. This is the new organic bagged compost we got given. Look, I'm just hoping it doesn't harden up onto the surface. It's very moisture retentive, not like the peat based compost I've got in the back of the van, but I'll give some things a try. Rightly or wrongly, again, a little bit deeper. Some of the new compost round it. First one in. I've got to give it a couple of weeks just to see how this soil fares with the new seedlings in. Right, catch you soon. Right, that's looking good to me. First little trial underway. Right, back indoors, time to pot Luther Vandross on. Like I said, I think I did 6 seeds, maybe 8. However many Clare over at the Veg Prop Thickens gave me, I sowed that many. So carefully prick him out. Quite a few roots there, he's holding on. See? Helps if you make a hole beforehand. So here's my pot. Nice mixture of worm castings, perlite, vermiculite, my compost. You can still see, I think, a little shelly came out of. So Luffa Vandross is on to stage 2. There we go. I think he's going to be in the window now, getting a bit of sunshine. See how he comes on, and I'll leave this pot here just to see if the other ones decide to show up to the party at a later date. A little experiment of helichrysums, which are better known as straw flowers. These have been sown directly on top of vermiculite. It's literally just vermiculite in the whole cell, watered. Middle ones, as you can see, that's just the seeds on the surface of compost, not covering them because people say they need light to germinate. And in this third section, we've got 2 that are on compost but covered in vermiculite, a thin layer, The brown cells in this one and this one are literally just covered in a thin layer of compost. And again, this is like the other two, just covered in a thin layer of vermiculite. And there's two varieties, hence why they're a bit all over like a checkerboard. So that'll be interesting to see which seeds do better than the others. Wow, it feels like about 2 weeks since I've been down here. So I've just brought down some onions, some lettuce, just to free up a bit of space at home on my grow stations. And I'm going to get a few jobs done. So let's go. Right, we should have a little quick plot tour. You're getting to see what even I haven't seen yet. Cage 1, cabbages. What else is in here? My 9-star broccoli. Should we have a look at what state they're in? Right, I'm going to leave this one in. In fact, I'm not. It's so soft. I don't think he's doing anything for us. No, red cabbages, some have been eaten, some haven't. They may pull through, they may not, but here are my 9 stars. A little bit of slug damage, which I'm gonna tidy up today as well. Limit the amount of slugs. I'll come back and do that in a bit. I think we're gonna have some nice 9-star broccoli there. Garlic, that's what I'm going to do today, is just get this bed sorted once and for all. Get the canes, supports on that frame. Elephant garlic, what can I see? 3, 4, 5, I think. Shallots looking fantastic. It's the first time growing these. What's wrong with that one, eh? Bendy leaves, the rest are all straight. This one's all bendy and snapped off. Who knows? Something's been in here and dug a hole in one of those. Oh, do you know what that's going to be? There's going to be a leak in the roof, and that must be where it drops off. So all this needs to be moved over. I'm assuming that's what that is. Drops of something coming in from somewhere. Sweet peas. Very, very leggy. And obviously the sweet pea, the purple ones, did absolutely nothing. So they will come out now. I'm not leaving them any longer. Whether I sow any more or not, I'm not sure. Very leggy. Again, not great germination there on the bunch spring onions. Bit more look on the broad beans. Again, these are getting very wet because of a leak. You see it here. I think it's that there where the glass isn't quite in the metal. Oh no, it's not, it's this. And I forgot to bring tape down. That just needs sealing. Right, because otherwise these are going to be drowned. Right, so a little bit of a shift in here due to the leak in the roof. These are not good. As you can see, absolutely saturated because of the leaky roof. So in order for these to drain, I'm just going to put them on the floor down here. I'm surprised they haven't rotted. Yeah, absolutely sitting in water. A couple of cells that have obviously had the direct drip into them, hence the hole. I do need to fix that or everything's going to drown. Again, another tray of onions will just be happily on the floor there. So let's get this emptied of water. If I can fit out the door. Ugh. Bit more organised this year. I've got French marigolds there, some lettuce, Webb's Wonder, Northern Queen, de Trento, and I think these are multi-sown bulb onions. They're looking a bit dry, so I'll probably give them a little bit of a water. I might just go and see what temperature it is in the shed and get my basket in there. So let's get organised. There's my hat. I've been looking for that everywhere. Balance that on there. Get my hat on. A tit for tat. Oh God, should have checked it for spiders first, shouldn't I? Right, 0.5. We actually didn't get down to freezing in here since I've been last, which is good. We do have a leak in here too on that back window, and they do need washing, and I've got my washing stuff in the van. Right, quick sort out. Toilet roll tubes, plastic containers for all the fruit we're going to harvest. I've got so many of these. They will get sorted at a later date. Right, as always, my first job. I'll be back in 5. Stuff for the compost bin. Got all them red wrigglers. If I'd have had the patience, I could have harvested my own worms. Let's just stick that in there for now. Can you see them all? Living their best life. Not pampered to any weather conditions, and they're absolutely fine. And I always feel bad putting the lid back on because I might squash a few. Oh, done. Let's have a quick look in here. Cavalier Nero's as tall as me now. I'm going to crop some of that and eat that. Like I said, I may keep one for some seeds, although I have plenty of seeds at home, I've checked. That was a quick tour of plot 2. Right, let's have a quick look. What's happening on plot 1? And start seeing the gooseberry buds developing, which is good. Didn't plant anything here this year, so whatever comes up along here is what we put in the year before. This we put in last year, which is the Taberry, and it's looking amazing. Look at that. The blackcurrant again in last year, budding up nicely. Need to pay more attention to that this year and get that covered so the birds don't help themselves. This is apricot. Can you see? Lovely pink buds on that apricot tree. Whether we'll get any fruit, I don't know. Lettuce! Get that harvested. And these do need turning. Yeah, I said to Clare at the veg plot thickens, I would have a look at this today and see what sort of temperature we've got going. Right, not looking that good. Gone back down to about 22. Definitely needs a dig over. Rotting down nicely. I'm going to get the pitchfork and I am going to turn that into this bin today. So I'm just going to leave that open for now, and that is a job I will get done today. Definitely. Enough chat. Let's get on with some graft. Let's make a video. We had a lucky escape last week because we had the worm bin. I could do a video just on the worm bin. So first job is this garlic. Yes, we're now in March, so obviously the allium leaf miner won't be far. It won't be far. So let's get this garlic covered properly. Finding seaweed everywhere. Been blowing. I'm going to need that one, and that one underneath with some tape. Let me go on the beg. Allie, You don't have any tape of any description, do you? Like masking tape, sellotape?
Yeah.
Can I? Our friend Allie, short of nothing. So I've got some thicker tape there that I'm gonna, once I've dried off the windows, in fact I'm gonna wash that greenhouse. I've got my window cleaning gear in the van, so that's the next job after I've, in fact, you know what, makes sense to do that now, doesn't it, before I do the netting and a couple of parcel tapes. Go and get me cold water and bucket. I think I've got some washing up liquid in there too. Let's go and see. Literally, because Rachel's unavailable, her prices are far too high. I'm going to wash the greenhouse windows. Let's see if I can get this on. And while I'm here, I might as well do the roof of the shed as well, the glass roof. Oh my God, as soon as you wash these things, get on. There we go, on. Just need a bucket of water from the tank. That's a greenhouse clean. Everybody else is off home. I'm going to just put stuff back into the greenhouse and then crack on with this garlic thing. But I don't think my phone's going to last. Can you see what I see? Look at the morels. Again, this was new wood chip this year. This was bought compost because I did get some spores. I had a few morel mushrooms at home that we didn't get round to eating, so I put them in some water and then put them in the compost pile, but there's none of my own compost on here. So these little morels here, let's see if I can get a better shot, have come from the new wood chip and some new compost. And it was the really cheap compost from, obviously it's been carried over from the wood chip. But wow, I did say to Trish the other day I hadn't seen any. Got to be so careful that you don't stand on them. But we're going to have morels this year. I'll be looking everywhere now. Don't think we got any on plot 2 last year, it was all plot 1. So, muchly excited. Right, phone's been on charge. Little update. How nice does that look? Greenhouse clean, inside and out as best it's going to be. That garlic bed is sorted with a few tulips in there. But I won't have to touch that now, other than to get to those morel mushrooms. This one I'm going to leave. It's held its own through the wind. This could do with being cut off and taped up actually, so I might just bung some tape over that now, tighten up the edges, and hopefully the leaf miner will leave that alone. These are the repair jobs. Allie gave me some clear tape, so I used all that up to put those in, but I ended up going to the brown tape because that's all I had. But that's just to hold these plastic bits in here. I've had a bit of a rearrange, and again, quick simple job here, just to tape up where the water was dripping in along here. It's just literally pouring in, so we'll see how that does, but that's quite a thick tape. But I think that will stop the flooding now. Just going to give this roof here a quick wash. It's filthy. So I was going to transfer some seedlings into here, but I'm not now. Not until I get this roof clean. And I've got my stuff here to get going with that. Right. quick job. Quick, chuck all that in there. Another job off the list. Woo! Just going to see what I can crop off those Cavolo Nero because they're literally 5 foot now. So I'll put them in here, take them home, wash them, and see if I can eat them. Right, let's show you what I managed to get. As you could see, these bolted Cavolo Nero, but on each shoot, just above each leaf, is a little one of these. And someone commented a couple of weeks ago on one of my videos that you can actually eat these. I will put the link down below to the lovely person who said that. So that saves me composting these. I'm up for eating anything most of the time. Try it. I think I'm going to have a green veggies for dinner when I get home. I am now just going to try and dig up a parsnip, famous last words, and some more carrots if the pea bugs, roly-polies, wood lice haven't eaten them. So let's go over there and see what I get. Those carrots right there. I can see a couple here already that I think the wood lice have got to hollow. So hollow in there for the compost. And let's have a look what we've got here. All sprouting. Again, this is the row that were not thinned. The ones I've got over here. And get going. They have been covered over. Fantastic. No carrot root fly again. The Amsterdam force. I think if I don't get these dug up, they may get eaten. So I'll get them home, blanch them, and we'll have some frozen carrots. But I want to now get this bed prepped for next year. But these are looking great. Just going to harvest and get rid of some dead lettuce. Pull out the ones that I'm not going to do too much now. Right, I think that's it. Take these home, give them a wash, get this on the compost pile. So right, I'm going to say bye and thank you for watching. I'm going to dig up the 2 parsnips there and I'll take a picture and put it at the end because you know me and the parsnips, they take forever. Oh, oh, you lucky lot. There's parsnip number 1. Look how straight he is. And parsnip number 2. Let me bring him a bit closer. That must be the quickest parsnip reveal I've ever done. But other than covered in muck, that's another beast. And another. Right, how quick was that? So I'm happy with everything I've done today. Time to go home and have some breakfast, lunch, dinner. I've had nothing, 2 espressos. Just gonna go and take the harvest home and have a well-deserved feet up before work. So from me at the Right Pear Plot, we'll see you next week. Look after yourself, take care, bye. Come on. Jobs, oh, just crack on. Dry train, dry train, can't even speak. Drain that tray. Cutting celery needs to come out. Oh, don't even talk about that. I've said that a million times and never done it. But now that garlic bread looks like an ear. There is actually a fungi that is an ear. Looks like an ear. It's not an ear, but it looks like an ear.